Hey guys, I'm Sarah and I'm not sure if the camera's capturing it, but it's snowing outside, yay! Hey, but anyway, before I build a snowman, and it will happen, snowman is happening, it's gonna be epic, I'm going to start making some baguette bread rolls. These are so easy. They are every bit as easy as my standard no-knead bread recipe. Just do things slightly differently. First of all, you do need high grade flour. You can make it with plain flour, and I quite like it made with plain flour, but it won't come out like the really crusty outside and really bubbly inside that you traditionally get from baguette bread. It will come out a bit more like just a normal textured loaf of bread, just long. So you do need high grade flour. So in a bowl, this will make 4 decent baguette rolls. We need 950 grams of high grade flour. To this I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Get that a wee mix around. And I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of yeast. I use our Breadmakers dried yeast. And then we're going to put, as warm as the tap will run, just 730 mils of warm water. Give that a good mix around. If it's a bit too sticky to handle, just chuck a little bit more flour on there. But I mean, you are gonna get it on your hands, and that's fine. So, just gotten that into a dough ball. Now, simply going to cover it up and leave it. How long you leave it will vary on your room temperature. It's despite the snow out there, we've got the fire going, so it's nice and toasty in here at the moment. So I'm going to put a cloth over this, let that rise up for maybe 2 hours, something like that. But that's all done and dusted ingredient wise. See you back here in a couple of hours. That has risen up significantly. I've been out, built a snowman, his name is Bertram. I tried to build an igloo but it collapsed. This is the part that I find hard. Unlike when you're making a normal loaf of bread, you don't want to punch these bubbles down. You want to keep the bubbles. Because this is very sticky, you want quite liberally flour, board or even just your bench top, whatever you're using. And if you've got one of those fancy schmancy bread scraper thingies, by all means, you be fancy. I am not fancy. I'm going to tip this. I'm just going to use my hands just to ease it out. Onto the board. Because this is very wet and sticky on top, I'm going to chuck some flour on top of this as well. Make a big old mess. I'm just going to use a spatula, fish slice, whatever you call it. And I'm going to chop this into about 4 lengths. And gently lift it onto the board, like so. Stretch it out. Try not to, as I say, try not to disturb the bubbles too much. I find it helps just to let these sit and rise for a little bit. Now at this stage, I put the oven on. You want to preheat it to 250 degrees Celsius, just on standard bake, not fan bake or anything. With my oven, it takes about 20 minutes to preheat to that. Child slipping. It is currently a bit wet by the door due to the snow. Anyway, so put my oven on to preheat, about 250 degrees Celsius. Takes about 20 minutes for my oven to preheat to that temperature. So I just leave these for that 20 minutes that it takes to preheat. Then I'm going to put these in the oven. Okay, bit of chaos here while dinner is being made, but I pulled these out of the oven. They did spread out a bit. That's fine. They're yummy, so as far as I'm concerned, they're allowed to do whatever they want. Yeah, it's looking good. That makes the yummiest. Put it in the toaster. That is actually one of our favourite things to do with this, chuck it in the toaster. But I mean, that is nice and light and airy. It's yummy. We found it's good the next day, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, you know, obviously, I mean, fresh is always best when it comes to this. But I have also packed these in lunch boxes and stuff. No complaints whatsoever. Hit like, leave us a comment, subscribe, have a go at some baguette.
Baguettes.
Baguettes. Baguette bad. So there we go. Hit like, leave us a comment, subscribe, and have a go at some baguette loaves.
Baguettes.
Baguettes. Baguette loaves of bread.
Baguette
Bye.
loaves
Baguette
of
loaves of
bread.
bread.